A very good evening. Welcome along to the High Performance Centre in Swansea, where AFC Bournemouth are looking to build on a brilliant 5-0 win at home to Bristol City a couple of weeks ago. Let's see what the Cherries can do tonight then, and let's see if they can build on what the under-18s achieved this afternoon. It's part of a double header, and it was the under-18s who came out on top against Watford earlier on today. And let's have a look at the pick of the bunch as far as the goals are concerned. Joe Spence with a brilliant strike on the edge of the penalty area as the Cherries won 2-1. They did go 2-0 up. And what a strike that is into the top corner, as the Cherries sealed the win. So we've been able to bring you a double header live streamed today with ESET. This was the first. Can we make it a double header of victories for the development squad as well tonight? Against Swansea, it's league football, it's Professional Development League South. And it's a strong looking Cherries lineup. Let's have a look at that side now then for Bournemouth tonight. And interestingly, a slight change in positions for a couple. Alfie Merritt, who's generally played at left back this season, slots in at centre back alongside Harold William. And Kobe Motto, Cherries' top joint goal scorer this campaign, generally playing as a front four, playing as a right back tonight. A strong looking front four as well, with Rhys Dottin and Michael Da Costa Gonzalez playing off Day and Nyarko. And it's great to see Johnny Day coming back into the side from those injuries he's picked up, with 2 goals in his last 2 games. Well, for Swansea, they've had a pretty solid season as well this campaign. 23 points from 13 games in the South Table. But if the Cherries can get a win tonight, that really would put them in a really strong position. Second in the table at the moment, with 10 wins out of 17 league matches. Still in the quarterfinals of the Premier League Cup as well. So much still to play for. And it's going to be Zach Christie to get Bournemouth underway. The 16-year-old. And Bournemouth looking to complete a double over the Swans, having beaten them 4-1 earlier on this season, with 4 different goal scorers. And we're off pretty much dead on 7 o'clock. Live coverage tonight. Delighted as ever to bring you every single development squad game and under 18 match this season, as it goes out to Parker. Down from Morgan Bates. And picked up from Harold William for the Cherries. Back from suspension as it goes along up towards the head of Nyarko, but he's offside. Nyarko himself now has got himself up to 3 goals since breaking into the side properly just before Christmas. That goes out to the right hand side now to Johnny Day. That's going to be too far for him. So nice facility then up at Swansea, who are next actually away from home. They've got a away match against Charlton next Tuesday. Ball down from Bates. And picked up from Stevens, who's been excellent for the Cherries this season. That goes out to Parker. Pescatore to the right. He's got it again. Lovely movement. It's going to be a first effort. And it's going to be a first goal as well. And it's put away in the end from Morgan Bates. And it's not even taken 2 minutes for Swansea. It's a really good move, to be fair. It was Dixon who made the save. And it comes back to the big striker to put it away for the Welsh side to make it 1-0 after 2 minutes. Well, it was a lovely move down that right-hand side. Pescatore linking up really well. Lovely flick in. Forcing the save. And there was Morgan Bates to tap in. And he was never going to miss from there, was he? So 1-0 to Swansea. Let's see how the Cherries can respond now. Can they respond straight away? It's aimed up already to Johnny Day. Do see at this level 2 goals often scored in quick succession. Will we see one now? It's Kobe Motto with the cross, who's going to be getting forward a lot, I'd have thought, in that right back position tonight. Kobe Motto spent 9 years at the Arsenal Academy, released in 2014, signed that 2-year scholarship with Portsmouth. Snapped up by the Cherries now, a couple of years ago. There's a goal scorer, Bates. Christie. Out to Motto, to Da Costa Gonzalez. So they'll play from Harlan Perry then for Swansea. So a goal inside the first 2 minutes. Bournemouth have got Millwall to come. That's on Monday afternoon. That's a 1 p.m. kickoff.
Let's go! Let's go!
Comes back to Alfie Merritt. One player that has moved on a few days ago. Good luck to Dominic Sadie, who's made that permanent move now to Serbia. So we'll have a great career there, having had that loan spell earlier on in the campaign. Bhutan with the throw.
Keep going, Sam! Keep going!
Here's Parker. Excellent run from Parker. Will he find the pass? Not that time. It comes off William. Pescatore for Swansea. Back to Jones. Jones to Blair McKenzie. Rhodes loses out. Stevens with the challenge. Out to Day. There's Da Costa Gonzalez with a left-footed cross. There's Da Costa Gonzalez on that right-hand side. Him and Motto will be linking up on that right-hand side tonight. Over the head of Bates. Won't find Reece Dottin, it does find Noah Bhutan. Noah Bhutan now, he's been on loan at 5 different clubs altogether, so that will do him the world of good, all that experience at the lower leagues. From the Southern Premier League to the National League. Pescatore's cross.
Lock in, Dan! Lock him in, Dan!
Talking of players who've moved on permanently, good luck to Balraj Lander as well in his development as he's moved to Salisbury last week. Here is Johnny Day. He's got Motto in support. Now can Motto find the cross? Reece Dottin wants it in the box. So the goal was just before the 2-minute mark then. Swansea taking the lead, which was saved initially from Dixon. Into the feet in the end of Bates, who is never going to miss, just outside the 6-yard box. So had a defeat and a couple of draws, Swansea, recently. Their last win was a 5-2 victory at Millwall, with Woodward scoring twice. That was a few weeks ago now.
Super touch, Hall.
Forward from Mackenzie. Headed on from Nyarko. Here's Rhys Dottin. It's good to see him now getting regular minutes, having had a tough start to the season. First few months being out with that quad injury. That's too far that time for Stevens.
Yes. Not me, you, come on.
So Motto's throw can't quite get it back to him, Stevens. So it'll be interesting to see what happens over the next 5-10 minutes. Obviously that frantic start and that early goal from Swansea. But Bournemouth looking to respond. Headed on from Deacon. Off the head there of Perry. Now here's a chance for Bournemouth. This could be the first real opportunity of the game for them. Rhys Dottin goes out to Bhutan. And Bhutan's cross, it comes off the foot there of Parker. Better from the Cherries there. It's going to be Stevens again to take, the Welsh youth international.
Just come over.
Also had that lone spell at Poole Town himself. That's a short corner there to Michael da Costa Gonzalez. Won't quite go out for a corner, goes out for a throw instead. You leave that for Noah Bhutan there to take the throw. The Paris-born left back. Who couldn't speak a word of English when he moved over a few years ago, but is now fluent. And now here is Motto. He's just shrugged off the ball though, and now Swansea looking to get on the breakaway. Oh, really well-timed challenge there from Stevens. Trapped back well there, good perseverance, and as a result Bournemouth do win the throw. AFC TV live with ESET tonight as ever. There's Watts with the pass, there's Rhodes. Rhodes returns the favour again to Watts. They're looking good on the ball though, certainly in that final third, getting the ball forward quickly, Swansea. Here's Perry. And that's going to be too far for Pescatore in the end. So a goal for Swansea again inside the first 2 minutes if you're just tuning in. Bournemouth have won a couple of corners so far. They've got the ball out down that left-hand side a fair bit already. But one attempt on target, in fact 2 on target, both inside that first 2 minutes as part of that attack. The shot was saved and then tapped in at the rebound as well. So the 2 attempts on target, same passage of play there for Swansea. It's the second time he's won the ball back there, Stevens, and shown perseverance. The first time, a couple of minutes ago down that right-hand side, winning the throw. This time he wins the free kick. And Christie will take the free kick. So Kobe Motto to his right-hand side. Christie's going to put the ball in himself, though, and that will be bread and butter in the end for Joseph Collins in the Swansea goal. Out to Parker. Still going Parker. Looks like he's going to have a go, is he? No, he's going to pass it out to the right to Pescatore with a cross, who put the cross in originally for the first goal. There's Da Costa Gonzalez. Forward from Collins. Foul from Motto there on Kai Rhodes. So plenty of players have come through the academy over the years for Swansea. As far as links for both is concerned, one that stands out, a certain Sean McDonald, who moved to the Cherries in 2011, having coming through the Swansea academy. Here's Parker, who had that run a minute ago, didn't he? About 50 yards up the field. He's looking to go on another run there, but Harold William has other ideas. Headed on from Day. Picked up from McKenzie. Colin Perry tracks back. Back to Parker.
Get past him!
Watts goes in field. There's Perry. Out to Deacon. Deacon's pass. Cross from Rhodes in the end. Morgan Bates disappointed, who was there with a tap-in as a poacher's goal to give Swansea the lead.
Good work, well done.
Let's have another look at that goal again. Recap. And again, you have to say credit to those two down that right-hand side. Pescatore with a shot originally. And the easiest of goals in the end for Morgan Bates for Swansea. But the movement was beautiful down that right-hand side. Lovely one-touch football. Often see it takes a while to get that going in a game, but they were right out the trap straight away, playing some brilliant football. Here's Cooper. Back to Jones. For the Cherries, 31 points from 17 games. 3 points more than Watford, who are in third. They've got a game in hand and 1 point less than Brentford, so they're in a really healthy position in the top two of the South table.
Brilliant, Ollie! Yes, Ollie!
Merritt plays it back. Bates to Rhodes. Danny Dixon in goal for Bournemouth, who's had some brilliant games recently for the Cherries. He's had quite a year already, having been out on loan for New Milton, and also that third choice goalkeeper for the Burnley game for the senior team a couple of months ago. Out to McKenzie. There's William. Christie. Lovely ball. Restotting. Oh, couldn't quite find his man. It was Nyarko on the edge of the 6-yard box. Lovely little chip out though to the left-hand side to him in the first place to put Restotting away in space. And brilliantly cut out in the end from Sam Parker in a Swansea shirt.
But it's not just them, mate. It's the midfield as well. So like, everyone needs to. It's the whole unit.
U10 tries to find Nyarko. There's Parker again, who made the challenge a second ago. Sam Parker's there once more. Give away a Cherries throw. U10 once more. Restotting in support. Johnny Day in support. There is Johnny Day. Head on from Nyarko. Couldn't find Christie. Does find Bates. This time here's Motto for Bournemouth. Harold William, former Charlton man, finds Christie.
Yes, go on. Good. Up with it, let's go. Good.
Here's Merritt. William.
Take the space.
William to Motto. Costa Gonzalez, know how good that left foot is. He won't find a Cherry shirt that time though. Will instead go out for a Swans throw. It's been a while since Swansea won the Professional Development League. They were winners back in 2015. Bournemouth looking to finish in the top two to secure a playoff place and try and go all the way this season. They've been so consistent this campaign. As I say, in the Premier League Cup as well, with that brilliant win at Sheffield United to get to the quarter-finals of that competition for the first time in their history. Plenty more excitement to come. Good luck to AFC Bournemouth women as well tomorrow night in the National League South. And they go to Oxford United. Big game for the Cherries. Still with games in hand over the teams above them. Still unbeaten in the league this season. Back to Dixon. This first half has gone pretty quickly so far, despite the fact there's not been a hatful of chances so far. 20 minutes on the clock already. Here's Noah Boutan.
Come on.
Here's Merritt.
Hey! Just be aware.
Motto. See, now a bit of space down that right-hand side though here in the first half.
Yes, Morg! Let's go! Back him up! Contact!
Merritt to Restotting. Oh, sublime ball out to the right. Here's to Costa Gonzalez. He's got Motto in support. There's Rhodes with the clearance. He'll find Watts.
That one. Check the inside first. We can't get a straight pass. You can always jump on this one.
At the moment, the schedule looks one game per week pretty much for Bournemouth up until the end of April, but that will change once those Premier League Cup fixtures are rotated in as well. Of course, you've got potential for Bournemouth to go even further in the competition as well. It's Christie. Still the majority of the games on a Monday or a Tuesday, as has been throughout the campaign. There's Joseph Collins, who picks it up for Swansea. Costa Gonzalez, but gives the ball away. There's Cooper for Swansea. To Jones. Talking of the Premier League Cup, Swansea came second in their group, but they were knocked out in the playoffs. They finished with 10 points in the end, 6 less than Nottingham Forest. Wolves and Millwall also in their group. They lost out in the end, though, to Colchester. That was their last game, losing by a 1-0. Good movement there, though. Here's Watts with a pass. Will he find Rhodes? Rhodes isn't going to quite get there, though, in the end, and it is a goal kick for the Cherries.
Don't be too wide, stay in contact with him. Shorten the distance.
Out from Costa Gonzalez. Still the only attempts on target so far coming via that shot inside the first 2 minutes for Swansea. Will that change now? It's too far for Rhys Dottin. In terms of opportunity for Bournemouth yet, though, Nyarko and Day haven't had those chances for Bournemouth inside the box. Neither's Michael da Costa Gonzalez or Rhys Dottin. But those are a front four that are very clinical when they get half an opportunity. And the two strikers tonight, Nyarko and Day, you fancy them. All they need is a small sight of goal. And you fancy them to take advantage. But still the Swans lead by a 1-0. Out from Perry to Rhodes. Cut out for Motto. Bournemouth subs tonight as well. Solanke's on the substitutes bench, as well as Tonks, Sills and Charlie Osborne. Those are the 4 outfield players on the bench for the Cherries tonight. So those are the options in the second half. You say neither side have had proper control of it really since Swansea have taken the lead inside the first 2 minutes. It's not like Bournemouth have conceded a lot of chances in terms of Swansea going forward. Got the ball inside that final third on a few occasions, but Bournemouth defending well. Swansea also defending well. But just the tempo seems to have slowed down even further at the moment. It goes out to Motto. To William. Headed on from Day. Out from Jones. Well, what a win that was a couple of weeks ago against Bristol City, that 5-0 win. 5 different goal scorers, if you include the own goal as well. Day, Rhys Dottin, Nyarko, Anakin Bonnet getting on the score sheet for Bournemouth that day at the Performance Centre. A brilliant win. Also nice for the Cherries to beat Bristol City so convincingly as the Robins did that to the Cherries at Ashton Gate earlier in the season. Here's Parker. Parker's delivery. And Rhodes was running in. So too was Morgan Bates on the edge of the 6-yard box. Let's have a look at that one again. There's Sam Parker. 10 yards away from the penalty area. Not a bad ball either, really. Just needed somebody to attack it at the back post. Let's see what he was trying to do. Swansea have won 7 of their matches so far, drawn 2 and lost 4. Certainly the first few months of the campaign, they were picking up some really big wins. There's William. Back to Dixon. Composure in the end. There's William though, and there's a foul from Alfie Merritt. It goes Swansea's way, and in a fairly dangerous position really for Swansea. Focus needed here for Bournemouth. So Pescatore stood over it. There's Callum Deacon there in support as well. Pescatore, who was turn provider for the goal, or his shot was saved from Dixon in the first place, which was tapped in inside the 6-yard box. That goes, well, harmlessly wide though. Let's see what the last 15 minutes or so of the first half can bring. That's brought down now from Rhodes.
More aggressive, yes.
There's Perry. Noah Boutin to take the throw. So at this level we pretty much see for all sides an average of about 4 goals per game, and when the first goal went in inside the first 2 minutes, you think the floodgates will open, but that's not how the last sort of 20 odd minutes have been really. It's been a pretty cagey affair as Parker throws it back to Jones. There's Mackenzie out to Deacon. Another reminder though, the under-18s winning earlier on today. This is a double header this afternoon with the Cherries beating Watford 2-1. They did go 2-0 up. Brilliant strike from Joe Spence as well. Into the top corner, leaving the goalkeeper with absolutely no chance. The under-18s going well this season. So too the development squad. So too is the senior team and the women's team. Everything's going well at AFC Bournemouth at the moment. Passed out from Cooper. Away from Stevens. Nyarko heads on. Will he find Day? Day could be in here. You fancy him here, Day. Oh, and it's a brilliant save, and it's not going to come back to Nyarko. Well, he does force a great save from Joseph Collins, and that is by far Bournemouth's best chance so far. Just that slip there from Jones put Johnny Day in. We've seen him score from that position a few times this season. Unlucky from Johnny Day. Good run into the box. A left footer from Day. It forces a second Cherries corner. The first on the far side. To Costa Gonzalez to take. Rhys Dottin tries to win the header. Johnny Day so close to bringing Cherries back into this game here, but all of a sudden it opens up. Becomes end-to-end with Pescatore, and that's a wonderful strike. Well, he's had an excellent game so far, and all of a sudden the game really does liven up, and that is what you call fine margins. Literally 30 seconds after Bournemouth had a great opportunity to make it 1-1, Swansea go down the other end. It's what's been a pretty quiet first half an hour, but even so, Swansea find themselves 2-0 up. But take nothing away from the finish. It was a really, really good strike. Now Bournemouth have it all to do. You can hear Alan Connell there on the edge of his technical area, but at the same time, Bournemouth's firepower, you just feel like this game is far from over. 2-0 to Swansea, one on 2 minutes, the next on 32 minutes. Da Costa Gonzalez. Da Costa Gonzalez. Oh, what a response that is. Wow, what a strike. How many times have we seen him score from there? On the edge of the penalty area. A bullet strike into the back of the net. And I say Bournemouth needed to respond straight away, and we also said this game is far from over with Bournemouth's firepower, and that is an example. Well, not even 60 seconds, I don't think, after Swansea had made it 2-0. And who would have thought from minute 2 to 27, when we saw hardly any goal-mouth action at all, we had 3 goals. And 2 stunning strikes in a space of 60 seconds, and how this game has livened up all of a sudden. And now look how end-to-end it becomes. Pescatore now for Swansea. All of a sudden, can't get a breath back. 2-1 to Swansea. It's live stream with ESET. It's a double header today. And things all of a sudden are looking as desperate as they were 3 minutes ago for the Cherries. Back from Day. William there for the push on Morgan Bates, who scored that goal originally for Swansea.
Get narrower to receive. Short the distance.
All of a sudden it makes those highlights even more exciting for half-time as well. Stay tuned for that. We'll have highlights of the best of the action at half-time. 3 really good goals. 3 very different goals. 2 wonderful strikes, but the first one, it was an easy tap-in, but the build-up was brilliant from Swansea. So stay tuned for that. Hopefully there's some more highlights to come before then. Hopefully for the Cherries, another goal for the away side. Out to Parker. Really well-timed challenge from Alfie Merritt. Parker's pass. He had to time that well. And look how he trapped back. Brilliant stuff. Came from absolutely nowhere to win that tackle. Absolutely brilliant. And he had to time it perfectly, otherwise he was in trouble. And from the position he was, that was wonderful challenge. Brilliantly timed. Parker to take the throw. That comes off Merritt again from Cooper's cross. So I say Millwall at home to come. That'll be live streamed on Monday next week. And the plan after that, obviously things change in terms of schedules. Watford away the following Tuesday. Then Brentford and Barnsley at home. So this is going to be the first stoppage of the evening as well so far. So again, it's been allowed to flow, and it has become very end-to-end this last 5-6 minutes. So Christie, I think, getting down there, receiving some treatment for the Cherries.
Back 3-1 there. So on the back 3-1, Steve or Andrew are both doing nothing when Mike jumps further to the back.
Yeah, in fact, I think it's Alfie Merritt is on the floor, so that's going to be a few more minutes of stoppage by the looks of things. Fingers crossed he's okay. But it just comes at a time when the game really did start to liven up, with Swansea going 2 up. It's been a funny kind of game, really, because just to analyse, really, that first 2 minutes when Swansea score, and you think from there on in it's going to be end-to-end. 25 minutes or so of no real action in terms of opportunities. And then all of a sudden, bang, 2 goals in the space of 2 minutes, and then it really starts to become end-to-end. And now we've got the first stoppage of the game so far. But neither side have been on top. Swansea were 2-0 up, with 2 chances, 2 goals, so fair play to them, they were clinical. But it didn't really feel like a 2-0 kind of game, but that literally lasted for 60 seconds with Da Costa Gonzalez getting down the other end with a wonderful left-footed strike from the edge of the penalty area to all of a sudden make it 2-1.
Sam, be ready. Sam, be ready, yeah.
So it looks like it will be okay. In the meantime, Bournemouth have got to deal with this corner with 10 men. Alfie Merritt will be coming back onto the pitch in a second, I'd imagine. Can they deal with this, though? There's Christie. Here's Perry. Wanted something and not interested, though, the referee. That would have been soft if that was the case. Goes out to Boutan. Pescatore, the goal scorer, Swansea's second, who's had a big part to play for Swansea tonight because his shot was tapped in from the save from Dixon for Swansea's first as well. Here's Christie. Stevens. Dixon. William. Merritt, who's back on the field now, which is good to see. It's concerned when he's down for so long. But you wouldn't know now with this run he's making. And he does brilliantly to win the corner kick for the Cherries. Bournemouth's 3rd corner of the game so far. Look at that run, having been on the field, or off the field and on the floor for 3 minutes. Hit the back of Ethan Jones in the end. So Ethan Sills there among the subs behind that corner flag. For the Cherries, Da Costa Gonzalez scoring Bournemouth's first. I was going to say would he turn provider, but that goes short into Stevens, and the cross comes in at the back post. And Nyarko, what a chance that was for Bournemouth to equalise. Brilliant ball into the box. What a ball, what a dream cross that is. And somehow at the back post, just needed to hit the target. Nyarko almost getting his 4th of the season for the development squad. And how close can you get? It's an absolute dream of the delivery. Stevens with the cross. Somehow it's not 2-2. Bournemouth, though, showing great character, though, from 2-0 down 10 minutes ago. Agonisingly close to bringing it back to 2-2 already. Parker with a throw. We've seen Sam Parker go on a couple of big runs, Swansea, from one half to the other this first half. And Parker's going to take the throw. Cherry's only 3 points short of averaging 2 points a game. You still fancy them to get something from this game. Here's Bhutan. Bakatore with the challenge. Here's again, Bhutan. Cooper that time getting his foot in. Well, Cherries are certainly dominated in terms of corners. There's Parker who heads it behind.
Pass, don't go against it. Listen inside.
Costa Gonzalez's throw. There's Merritt. There's Motto. Good play from him. Now he just needs to find the cross. If he can take his man on. Great stuff from Motto. It's brilliant from him. Dave there with an audacious effort. But what brilliant play from Motto. The fact that he set himself up brilliantly. You think he's still got it all to do here. To take it past Callum Deacon. And to find the cross that he did. What a goal that would have been if he could have made contact on it there, Johnny Day. Audacious attempt. I'd imagine probably about 3 minutes of stoppage time to come now after that injury to Alfie Merritt. That's the only real stoppage I can think of so far in the first half. Heading in by the looks of it at 2-1 at half time, unless Bournemouth can do something in the next couple of minutes. There's Nyarko. Just loses out to Perry. Cooper. Very long to Nyarko. Oh, Nyarko's cross just a bit too far. Costa Gonzalez goes out to Motto. Here he is again. He's beaten his man once more and finds the delivery again. That won't find Nyarko. Just find Watts. Rhodes. Deacon puts Rhodes away. This is dangerous. He's got options in the middle. And the Cherries deal with it well, to be fair. Just slows things down a little. And then the cross eventually does find Bhutan. And now Cherries could be away. A vital challenge in the end for Mackenzie. Day takes it quickly. Nyarko. And there's Jones with a challenge. So once again another corner. So many corners now in the first half for Bournemouth. All the corners going Cherry's way, and it's all really on this near side. Well, we saw a corner a minute ago where it was taken short to Stevens, who put in a brilliant ball to the far side. This time he's going to whip it in himself. It's a huge opportunity for Nyarko on the far post. We'll be able to see that in a minute in the highlights at half-time. Stevens cross. Away from Cooper. Merritt's clearance up to Rhys Dottin. Parker gets in the way. Yellow card then for Parker with the obstruction. Referee quick to blow and get his card out. There's Deacon with the pass to Watts. So how many more minutes of stoppage time remains to be seen. I'd have thought this will be the last chance if Swansea do create an opportunity here. It's a lovely ball out to Pescatore, who provided a brilliant finish for the Swansea second goal. To Bhutan. Back to Perry. Out to Jones. Well, the Cherries are giving themselves some hope. It felt like they needed a quick response, and it was a very quick response. It was an instant response, right down the other end. Costa Gonzalez with that brilliant strike to make it 2-1. 3 different goal scorers tonight so far. There's Parker. Got booked a second ago. That comes back to Perry. Pescatore's cross. And a big chance there to get his brace. Swansea's number 9, Morgan Bates. And there is the whistle for half-time. And what a chance. It was still difficult really from where he was, but if he'd have headed that into the bottom corner, that really would have changed the team talk for both head coaches, including Alan Connell for the Cherries. So there's been plenty of goals, 3 so far. Swansea going 2-0 up. It's not been loads of opportunities in that first half an hour, and then really things did start to open up. End to end, 2 goals in the space of 60 seconds, and Swansea taking advantage twice. Let's see what the second half could bring. There's not been too much stoppage so far, apart from the one injury to Alfie Merritt, but there's a few highlights to show you, and we'll look forward to showing that to you now, this live stream with ESET. But at half-time, we'll be back in just under 15 minutes time for live coverage and commentary. But at half-time, it is Swansea 2, Bournemouth 1.
Across on the 7 minutes.
Too easy.
Go.
Join in, Kate! Join in, Kate!
Keep this out, right feet.
Destin, organise! Kobe, come on! Look inside!
Right.
Welcome back to live second half coverage at the High Performance Centre in Swansea. It's been action-packed in terms of goals so far. Bournemouth have had a couple of other good opportunities. One for Nyarko at the back post. Really good chance. And another from Johnny Day, who won the ball back, showed perseverance, had a left-footed strike one-on-one with the goalkeeper, which was tipped behind. But it's 2-1 to Swansea. Swansea went 2-0 up. One inside the first 2 minutes, the second just after the half-hour mark, and then Bournemouth responding literally 60 seconds later with Da Costa Gonzalez with a wonderful strike. No one saving that. A left-footed shot on the edge of the penalty area. So plenty of goals, not a huge amount of chances, but Swansea have taken both of theirs, and Bournemouth have taken one of their three big opportunities. But neither side have been really on top. But the game so far in the first half has produced 3 goals. Let's see what the second half can bring then. Swansea looking to get out the traps just like they did in the first half. And the cross comes in. It won't find Bates. It's Pescatore with the cross originally. And the throw to be taken from Callum Deacon for Swansea. Comes back to Blair McKenzie, the former Aberdeen defender, who was also north of the border at Hutchison Vale before his move to Aberdeen. The Scottish centre-back. Back to Joseph Collins in the Swansea goal. Finds Blair McKenzie. Out to Rhodes, who's had plenty of the ball down that left-hand side. A battle between him and Kobe Motto in the first half. There's Callum Deacon again to take the throw for Swansea, who are next in action next Tuesday at Charlton. I'm talking about a lot of their players, or some really good players coming through the academy into the senior team over the years. Joe Allen, Richard Duffy, and the Spurs left-back Ben Davis spring to mind among those who've come through the academy over the years. Here's Harlan Perry. They've won more games than they've lost, Swansea, just like Bournemouth. They've won 10 of their 17 in the league. Here's Parker. Comes back to Watts. Won't get it past Merritt, and it's good to see Merritt now recovering from that injury in the first half, where he was on the floor for 3 minutes, took a bit of a knock. That's all it was in the end. We saw him go on a mazy run just a couple of minutes later and had that shot which was blocked and out for a corner kick. But throw for Bournemouth now, which Noah Boutin will take. Joined Salisbury on loan. He's had 2 loans this season, having been at Sutton United in the first half of the campaign. In the National League, was at Eastleigh last season. He made over 30 appearances. Here's Johnny Day now. And here's a goal scorer for Bournemouth, Da Costa Gonzalez. Motto. Talking of loan spells, made 3 appearances at Hartlepool on that 1-month loan this campaign. Da Costa Gonzalez. Here's Merritt. Oh, and still Merritt. Lovely close control. We've seen him do that so many times this season. Already a few times in this game. Stevens to Costa Gonzalez. Rhodes. Dixon in goal for Bournemouth today. 5 different goalkeepers for the Cherries development squad this season, including Will Dennis, who went on loan to Leyton Orient a couple of weeks ago. Here's Boutin. Boutin's cross. Reece Dottin. Away from McKenzie. William.
Well done, everyone! Very good! Hey, Spencer, well done!
So plenty to play for Bournemouth the last 2 months of the season. It's getting to that stage of the campaign. It's crunch time.
Yes, John. Hard luck. In.
And the two strikers of Bournemouth, Nyarko and Day, were both on the score sheet in that brilliant 5-0 win against Bristol City less than 2 weeks ago. 11 days ago it was, in fact. So Motto to take the throw. Quiet start to the second half. But even though the first half was generally quiet at this level, all you need is that little bit of space on the edge of the box. And there's players who can take advantage, and that's what we saw. Out to Motto. Da Costa Gonzalez. Stevens. Here's Merritt.
Protect inside, Kai. Let's go!
Restossin. Better for Bournemouth. Lovely football. Here's Day.
Up, H, aggressive!
Showed good perseverance to have that strike in the first half. Johnny Day with that left-footed shot. It forced a good save from Joseph Collins, which you saw in the highlights at half-time. There's Bouton's cross. Camping it in Swansea's half, though, the last 2 or 3 minutes. Can they maintain this pressure? Here's Day. Still Day. Bit of respite for Swansea for the time being, but still it comes to the Cherries. Certainly had more of the ball than Swansea so far in the second half.
Up, H, good boy!
Da Costa Gonzalez, the flag goes up. That goes Swansea's way. So a free kick to Swansea. We have seen Bournemouth, though, score at least 3 goals on a number of occasions this season, as well as that Bristol City game. A 4-1 win at home to Charlton at the start of the year. Away from home, a good 3-2 win at Brentford, a 4-1 win at home to Swansea, 4-1 win at home to Colchester. 3 against Huddersfield, 3 against Sheffield Wednesday. So you fancy Bournemouth to get themselves back into this game, but Swansea dangerous as well in terms of their front four. Roads cut out for Merritt. That comes off Watts. Motto's throw. Here's Day. So Callum Deacon to take the throw then for Swansea. Their last professional development league game was at the end of January, which was a 1-1 draw at home to Millwall. Back to Mackenzie. Jones. There's Merritt. Cut out though. Here's a chance for Swansea to extend their lead. And that was the best chance of the half so far. Strike from Harlan Perry. Not a bad effort either, and a good save and tip behind in the end from Dixon. Perry strike. He can certainly hit them. Harlan Perry had that work experience loan as well out at Cardiff Met. And he was close to extending Swansea's lead there. The best chance of the half so far. He's going to go out for another corner kick. Johnny Day can't quite keep it in play. 10 minutes gone in the second half. This live stream with ESET. Deacon again with the corner. Deacon's corner, and what a chance that was. Huge opportunity for Bates, who got Swansea's first goal after 2 minutes. Agonisingly close there. Just needed more contact, any sort of contact on it really. Just a faint touch he got to it. And he'll be wondering how he didn't extend Swansea's lead. So a good period from Swansea there. So we saw the first 5-6 minutes there where Bournemouth had more of the ball. Keep it in Swansea's half, but 2 good chances for Swansea, particularly that one. All the goals so far though in the first half. There's Williams' clearance. Excellent defending there, good play. Showed composure, out to the Costa Gonzalez. Got Motto on the overlap. Switch out to Bhutan. In the end, that's the Charlie Stevens pass. No changes as of yet, and I imagine changes will be imminent at some point. We've got Tonks, Sills, Osborne and Solanke are the Cherry subs. Adi Solanke, who made that move to the Cherries just a few weeks ago. Cleared from Merritt. Will it find a Cherries player? Not quite. A vital header away. Foul there from Cooper. Ethan Sills, I think, is imminent for Bournemouth. So we'll be seeing Ethan Sills as well as we nearly approach the hour mark. 2 chances so far, you'd say, in the second half, both falling to the home team. Referee getting his card out as well, so that's going to be a yellow card. And on for Swansea comes Thomas Woodward. So it's Swansea's first change. He comes onto the field as well.
Here it goes. Yep, come on, come on, come on.
From Stevens, the captain.
Yes, move.
William. There's Johnny Day. Don't find Kobe Motto. We did see Kobe Motto about 2 or 3 times beating his man down that right and getting the cross in. Just no one was there to properly attack it. And find that equaliser for the Cherries, but it felt like Bournemouth were getting closer and closer to that equaliser when the half-time whistle went. Here's Motto again. Nyarko. Eugene Nyarko kept in play from Motto. Morgan Bates. On to Cooper. Here's a substitute, Woodward. Woodward again with only a second touch, and what a second touch that is. Well, that came from nowhere. That was a lovely finish. Under some pressure there from Merritt. There's that man again. Pescatore has been involved in all 3 of Swansea's goals so far. Into the bottom corner it goes. And Swansea extend their lead. That driver behind the goal's got a good view of the finish as well as he tries into the car park. Into the bottom corner. And Pescatore again now with 1 goal and a shot which was saved and before the tap-in. And this time with the assist. He's been involved in all 3 Swansea goals. Woodward, who's been on the pitch literally for 2 minutes, that was his second touch, finds the bottom corner, and now Bournemouth have it all to do again. It's there to make the challenge once more, that time on Kobe Motto. Made quite an impact already inside the first 3 minutes of coming on. Here comes Swansea again, here's Cooper. Parker. Out from Bates. He nearly got another one there. Woodward inside the 6-yard box. It's headed behind for another corner. Well, Swansea piling on the pressure now. It was a good first 5 minutes of the second half for Bournemouth. But Swansea are just really starting to crank up the pressure now. They've got another corner. And quite an impact from Thomas Woodward since coming on the pitch. He's made a couple of challenges. He's scored from distance. And Swansea just starting to control the tempo now. Back to Cooper. Cooper's cross. Just couldn't quite find his man who was running in there. It was Jones in the 6-yard box. And Pescatore behind him. Away from William. Jones is running in as we go past the hour mark. 2 changes about to be made then. Osborne and Ethan Sills are both coming on. Christie comes off. Stevens comes off as well. So a double change for the Cherries. First changes of the afternoon or the evening. Sills and Charlie Osborne, who had that loan spell out in Austria last season.
Not too early, Wood. Not too early.
Looking to get Bournemouth back into the game, but still at 3-1, you feel like this game is far from over. Da Costa Gonzalez has it now. Bournemouth's goal scorer. Too far for Osborne. Back from Watts. Straight to Pescatore, forward to Bates. Kenzie. Had to change his shirt earlier in the second half. That's going to be too far for Cooper. I imagine as the next 5-10 minutes go, Swansea will probably look to slow the tempo down. They've certainly played well last 5-10 minutes. Particularly the last 3. They've all been wonderful strikes, those last 3 goals. After the tap-in from Swansea inside the first 2 minutes. Another reminder though, as the first real stoppage of the second half. Cherries women tomorrow night at Oxford United. So good luck to Bournemouth women. That's in the National League South. AFC Bournemouth still unbeaten. Looking to extend their unbeaten run. Gwalia at home to come on Sunday. And then Real Bedford away. So the games get more and more significant for the Cherries. Let's have a look at the goals of the night now then so far. And this seems a while ago, doesn't it? This is inside the first 2 minutes. Again, let's have another look at that brilliant move down that right-hand side. And there was Bates, who's had a golden chance in the second half to get his second goal of the evening, but it hasn't quite worked for him in the end. Pescatore, who had that strike, which was saved, and there he was with a follow-up. What a wonderful shot that is. Just when you think there's an opportunity there for Swansea to really take control, Bournemouth made sure that wasn't the case, because this was literally 60 seconds later. We've seen Da Costa Gonzalez score so many goals in so many grounds, including at Vitality Stadium over the last couple of years. And that was a similar kind of finish, that time with the right foot on the edge of the penalty area. And that from Woodward was about, well, less than 2 minutes after coming on, and only a second touch finding the bottom corner. So that's as far as the goals are concerned. Still is a spectacle. Even the second half, there's not been loads of chances, but the fact there's been 4 goals goes to show how clinical both sides have been. And then we've had a couple of changes for Bournemouth as well, with Sills and Osborne coming on a few minutes ago. This live stream with ESETs, we are approaching the halfway mark of the second half. It's a double header today, with the under-18s coming out on top at Watford by 2-1 earlier on today, with a wonderful strike from Joe Spence. Now, what can Bournemouth do here? Here's Johnny Day. And then the clearance is blocked. It was the clearance from Marlon Perry originally. Is Motto. Harold Williams clearance. Yes, Woodward won't find him. There's even Sills. Pass from Watts, and not far off in the end. There's that man again, who's been involved in all the goals so far. Pescatore with the strike with the right foot. There's Daniel Watts, who looked to turn provider there. He's got there ahead of Noah Boutan. It's the Professional Development League South action tonight. Often it's Tuesdays or Mondays at 1 o'clock. It's an evening fixture this evening at the High Performance Centre. Swansea led 2-1 at half-time. And this is two teams who've picked up plenty of points this campaign. Swansea nearly averaging 2 points a game, just like Bournemouth, but Swansea have played 3 or 4 games less so far in the league this season. There's Bates.
Blair, I don't want to see your hand coming up anymore. Come on, do your job.
Cut out, and Motto. Da Costa Gonzalez to his right. Johnny Day. That's Da Costa Gonzalez. Osborne won't quite find him. One of the 2 Cherry substitutes so far tonight. Here's Johnny Day again. Now into double figures this season. Motto's cross, appeals, referee's not interested. Only 20 minutes now for Bournemouth to get themselves back into this game, but in the meantime the gaps are going to open up at the other end as well. Well blocked in the end, cut out brilliantly from Kobe Motto. Bournemouth will try and regroup, but Da Costa Gonzalez gives it away. Here's Woodward for Swansea. William. Costa Gonzalez looks to switch the play and does well. Out to Reece Stottin. Merritt. William. Straight to Cooper. Cooper's pass. Danny Watts trying to find Pescatore. Well, Woodward scored twice in that last win a few weeks ago against Millwall. And he's on the score sheet for Swansea tonight, having been on the pitch for about 10 minutes now, scoring instantly after coming off the bench. Can Sills or Osborne make a similar impact for Bournemouth in the second half? Now they've got some defending to do with that free kick for Swansea. And some players who can hit them, including Daniel Watts. He had that strike earlier in the second half. Pescatore as well. It's going to be one of those two by the looks of things. Callum Deacon coming over for Swansea. This really would seal it, you would think, for Swansea. Let's see if Bournemouth can deal with this here. This live stream with ESET tonight. Every single home and away game we brought you this season. Watts it's going to be then for Swansea. It is Daniel Watts. Back to McKenzie. Jones. McKenzie again. Cut out for Motto. Cooper. Reece Stottin. McKenzie. And the Scottish defender finds Deacon. Perry. To Jones. Here's Watts, who had that free kick a second ago, which hit the wall. Jones. Pescatore to Watts. And there was another chance that was for Bates. He's had a couple now, both with his head in the second half. Billy Clark, the substitute that time with a cross. Lovely weighted ball into the penalty area. Just gets there above Harold William. Got the 1 goal tonight, but he could have had a hat-trick. Swansea's number 9. Morgan Bates with 2 big headers. Big chances in the second half. Here's Deacon. Foul there from Da Costa Gonzalez. Swansea starting to win these free kicks now in dangerous areas in the final third, including Callum Deacon, who will take this free kick for the home team. But Anthony Wright's side in charge of the under-23s. It was the head of coaching is Liam McGarry. For Alan Connell, as far as Bournemouth are concerned, his side have it all to do. Pescatore's cross. Headed up again, it was Bates with the header. That's going to be too far for Blair McKenzie. Every game is a learning curve though for Alan Connell's side. There's so many different tests this season. You look at earlier in the campaign, there were games against Millwall where there was some real experience in their team, and QPR and Bristol City. There's been some sides who've played football, but there's been some real physical tests for Bournemouth this season as well. Swansea certainly like to play it along the ground. Here is Rhys Dottin. Cut out from Cooper. Back from Bates. McKenzie. Da Costa Gonzalez. Goes Swansea's way. Everything seems to be going Swansea's way now. The elbow, says the referee. They're winning these free kicks now, whether it's in Bournemouth's half or anywhere on the pitch, really. All going Swansea's way. And that goal coming about 20 minutes ago for Swansea. It's just under. It's made things a lot more comfortable for them as things stand. They need to produce something soon, the Cherries. Comes off to Costa Gonzalez. Substitution about to be made for both teams here. So for Bournemouth, Solanke's coming on and Tonks. There's a couple of fullbacks coming on, and for Swansea a double change here as well. Robinson's coming on, Milo Robinson, and Brogan Popham, who was also at Cardiff Met with Harlan Perry on that work experience loan. So two double substitutions to be made here. Solanke, who only arrived at the club last month, and Tonks are the changes. So Finn Tonks comes on as well. Former Farmer and Torquay defender, or the man who had loan spells at those two clubs. So 4 changes have been made now then for both teams. Tonks straight into the action with the challenge. Tonks again. Osborne. Sills. Bit of hesitation for the goalkeeper, but in the end, Costa Gonzalez couldn't take advantage. It was good play in the end for McKenzie, who saw there was some slight hesitation there from goalkeeper Joseph Collins. Defended well. Da Costa Gonzalez is nearly in there. Here's Finn Tonks with a throw. Away from Perry. Milo Robinson. Here's Woodward. Comfortable for Danny Dixon. Remy Rhys Dottin. Merritt. From there for Swansea. Tough to break down that defence of Bournemouth. They have been so solid, Swansea. Especially, it's always easier when you're in front, isn't it? Especially by 2 goals, but feels Feels like they need to something spectacular, really. A little bit like that strike from Da Costa Gonzalez for Bournemouth to get back into this game. Can they produce something? Sills out to Solanke. Merritt. Jones clearance. Woodward finds Watts. And Pescatore, there we go, that's 4. And it's going to be 3 points for Swansea, pretty sure of it now. And Milo Robinson, again, who's been on the field for 2 or 3 minutes. Similar kind of impact to Woodward when he just come off the bench 20 minutes ago. This time he provides an assist. And the man who's been the main man, really, hasn't he? Joshua Pescatore, who's been involved in all 4 goals now. 2 goals. The first was an excellent strike. That was a good strike too. That means it's pretty much game, set and match for Swansea now. And Swansea are 4-1 up. What's a shame for the Cherries, because when they got themselves back into the game straight after that response, you'd think they're probably going to go on and get another. But it's been a professional display from Swansea. An excellent game plan for them, especially after going 3-1 up. They've looked comfortable. Here's Solanke. Da Costa Gonzalez. Solanke again. Restarting that time. Well, did well to catch it in the end, Joseph Collins. Remy Rees-Dottin strike. Solanke with a pass. Solanke's had 2 crosses into the box now from that left-hand side. Time finds Rees-Dottin. So it's 2-1 at half-time. Reminder, we will have all the highlights and all the goals and the best of the action at full time, so stay tuned for that after the full-time whistle. Which we've had 5 goals then tonight, and at the moment the scoreline is exactly the same as when Bournemouth played Swansea, but the other way round. Bournemouth beating Swansea 4-1 earlier in the season, with Clark on the score sheet. Ash Clark, that was at Vitality Stadium. Da Costa Gonzalez was on the score sheet that day as well, and Kobe Motto and Balraj Landa, and a 4-1 win at home to Swansea 4 months ago. Here's Osborne. He's got space to opens up for him in the end. To be honest, McKenzie did enough to put him off, to reduce the angle for him really in the end. And to see in the shot there, McKenzie just doing enough. But 7 minutes to play. And however many minutes of added time the referee wants to add on. McKenzie.
Mike back in.
Deacon.
Can I find you?
William. Foul from Callum Deacon. Here's Merritt. William. Solanke. Restotting. Good play from him. Can he find the pass? And it just sneaks in. There we go. There's one back for Bournemouth. Remy Restotting. You felt like that was coming. He had that shot which was on target, which was well saved a couple of minutes ago. And the tenacity and the perseverance there to get the shot away in the first place. Credit to him to be able to do that. So Swansea won the first half 2-1. They are 2-1 up in the second half, which means it's 4-2 altogether. 2 goals for Swansea each half, 1 goal for Cherries each half. And at least Bournemouth are giving themselves something to cheer about with 5 to play there. Remy Restotting. Credit to him to get that shot away. I think it was 2 or 3 touches to the ball the Swansea defender made. He still managed to get that shot away, despite that touch from Collins in the Swansea goal. Mackenzie. Goes Bournemouth's way. Here's one back from Osborne. He does well to win the free kick. Now this could be interesting. Having said that this signed and sealed, this game, 5 minutes ago. Maybe I shouldn't say that again because maybe it's not over yet, perhaps. Until the final whistle. So there's a Bournemouth player down by the looks of things.
Take it, Josh, if you can. Stay up.
So 3 minutes to go. I think there was already going to be quite a bit of stoppage anyway, but this will obviously add to it as well. So let's have another look at the replay of the goal of Restotting down that left-hand side. The goal that's got Bournemouth back into it at least. And again, to get himself into that position for that left-hand side and get the shot away, that was brilliant play from him in the end, Remy Restotting. A glimmer, a slight glimmer of hope, especially with Bournemouth having this free kick on the right-hand corner of the penalty area. So 3 minutes to go, but obviously this will all be added on at the end. You could be looking at potentially up to 10 minutes of stoppage time if things carry on as they are. Here with Eset. Bournemouth beating Swansea 4-1 earlier in the season, and now they trail 4-2. The Arco now back up onto his feet. It's good to see at least. Bournemouth temporarily going to be down to 10 men because Bournemouth have made all 4 changes as well. Solanke, Tonk, Sills and Osborne have all come on in the second half, and it will be Ethan Sills to take this free kick. And Sills' delivery. Mackenzie's header away. There's Jones. Got Clark in support. Well cut out.
Come!
Deacon. Pescatore. Robinson. Out to Deacon. Corner flag time already for Swansea. Deacon's throw. Pescatore, who scored twice for Swansea tonight. Perry.
pass. Find a pass.
Blair McKenzie. Here he is again. So into the 90th minute we go then. Flag goes up there, free kick for an offside there. Woodward, who scored Swansea's third, is offside. It's interesting, I think 6 or 7 times I've seen Bournemouth this season where there's been 2 goals in about 2 minutes. And that's been the same again tonight, with Bournemouth in the first half getting that goal back from 2-0 down.
Get up.
Do often see 2 goals in quick succession. Seen times when Bournemouth have scored 2 goals in 2 minutes, so that's what they need to get a point here tonight. Lots of stoppage time, I'm sure, will be added on. Just gets away there from Woodward. William. Sills. Oh, what a brilliant ball that is from Ethan Sills. And Reece Dottin has got Costa Gonzalez in the middle. He tries to go it alone. He had Johnny Day inside the 6-yard box as well. Went for it alone, looked for his second goal. That was a huge chance, but what a brilliant ball from Ethan Sills. Probably the pass of the night. To put him in space in the way that he did. Wonderful stuff there. Pescatore there, that time won't get it past Tonks. That really would have set up a grand slam finish. There's Solanke's pass. Nyarko now is back on the field to Da Costa Gonzalez. Big chance. Cherry's corner. Da Costa Gonzalez with the pass. It found Tonks. It was Milo Robinson in the end who headed it behind and out for a corner kick. Didn't know a great deal about it, did it? Came off the top of his head. It will be Osborne then with the corner for the Cherries. Merritt. Depends how generous the referee is, though. Perhaps another 5 minutes for Bournemouth. You would think at least. Considering Nyarko was on the floor for more than 3 minutes. And a lot of stoppage time you'd think would have been added anyway with the other couple of stoppages and the substitutions. There's Tonks there. Goes Swansea's way, and time really is running out now for Bournemouth. Throw to Swansea. Swansea on the brink.
Work your line, Deep.
Whose call is it?
So Nyarko there has caught a bit of a knock there to the face. He's going to be forced off for the second time in about 5-6 minutes. William. Sills.
Look at John. Hit as you can.
Get up from Merritt. It's Reece Dottin again. He's got Solanke in support. Comes off the foot of Popham.
Distance isn't too big.
Johnny Day. Hopefully for Bournemouth, still a few minutes left of stoppage time. Back to William. Although Swansea could make it 5 here. They got a real chance with Woodward now, but that's going to be too far for Woodward. And William shepherds it out of play. It was Daniel Watts with the pass. 3 different goal scorers for Swansea then, with Pescatore scoring 2. Bates getting 1 and Woodward getting the other. 2 goal scorers for Bournemouth tonight. Da Costa Gonzalez getting the first. There's a run here. Really good, well, lovely close control that was. Brilliant stuff out towards Da Costa Gonzalez. He's got Tonks to his right hand side, but it was brilliant play originally from Osborne. So Remy Rees-Dottin getting Bournemouth's 2nd goal to make it 4-2, to give them a glimmer of hope. And that hope seems to have evaporated now for the Cherries. 96th minute. Still no look at the watch yet from the referee though. Still a couple of minutes to go, you'd think. Now Arco's offside. Reminder again, Millwall at home to come. That is on Monday afternoon for AFC Bournemouth. And the senior team back in action. West Ham away on Saturday. That's a 5:30 kick-off. Cherries looking to build on that excellent win at Everton last week in the Premier League. And probably do them the world of good as well, having 10 days without a game. But the development squad here heading for defeat. It's Harlan Perry who's on the floor. And a reminder, stay tuned because we've got all the highlights to come for you at full time. All the goals, of which there's been some cracking goals in this game. Generally the goals have been from long distance from outside the penalty area. So stay tuned. But that will be that. The referee calls time on the evening with Bournemouth, both halves, scoring 1 and conceding 2. They gave themselves a very, very small glimmer of hope when Remy Rees-Dottin, but it felt like all the damage had been done when Swansea went 4-1 up. Da Costa Gonzalez on the score sheet with a great strike in the first half. Great perseverance from Rees-Dottin in the second to get a goal back, but credit to Swansea, who stuck to the game plan, made it very difficult for the Cherries as soon as they went 3-1 up particularly. And Bournemouth, unfortunately, though, heading for defeat at the High Performance Centre in Swansea. Thank you very much for watching. As I say, we brought you every single game. We'll be back for every under-18 and development squad match between now and the end of the season. But it finished Swansea 4, AFC Bournemouth 2, and now we'll bring you the highlights.
It's across on the 7, miss.
Right here. Too easy. Go.
Join in, Kate! Join in, Kate! Keep the space out, right feet!
Just an organised.
Go, Remy!
Man on, man on. Cross him now, Mum. Bobby, come on! Look inside! Right! Good, good. Gather him up! Gather him up! Relax!
Early flash, early flash.
Susie, get the book! Susie, get the book! Susie, in the book!